Okay, so today me and my group members are going to show you guys how to do a normal fecal flotation and a filtered fecal flotation. So what you'll need for both of these, you'll need a pill bottle, you'll need a stir stick, you'll need a slide, cover slips, and the solution we're using is fecal, and you will need a test tube and also your poop sample. So before you get started, what you want to do, you want to go ahead and fill the pill bottle container up halfway full of fecal. And then once you do that, you want to make sure that you get at least a gram of poop. This is probably a little bit more than a gram, but it shouldn't matter. You want to go ahead and put the sample in and stir. And while you're stirring, you want to go ahead and try to make sure that you get it as mixed as possible. Okay, and once you get it mixed to a decent mixing, you want to go ahead and top it off and fill the rest of your container with fecal slime. And when you fill it up, you want to fill it up to where you have just the overflow at the rim. And once you do that, you place your cover slide on top and wait 10 minutes. Okay, so after you've waited the allotted 10 minutes, you want to go ahead and remove your slide from your sample. You want to place the cover slip. Try to place it at an angle so that you don't get a lot of air bubbles. And then once you've done that, you want to go ahead and make sure that your microscope is on. Make sure that the stage is all the way down. And you want to go ahead and place your place your slide onto the microscope stage. Before you look into the microscope, you want to make sure that you have your sample in view. And once you have it in view and have it in focus, you want to go ahead and use the snaking method to look through the entire slide. And if you think that you see something, you want to go ahead and move up to the 10x objective and get a closer look and make sure that you can see everything.
Okay, so this is going to be a fecal float filter. So we're going to have our little filter cup, the filter that goes inside. We're also going to have a microscope slide, and then the cover slips. We got our poop sample and our little stir stick. So we're going to get a gram for this sample. Somewhere around there, lots of hair in this one. Go ahead and put it in there. Take some of your fecal salt, fill it up about halfway. And then we're going to stir it. We want to make sure that we have as little clumps as possible. going to take our filter, and the reason we filled it up halfway so that it wouldn't overflow. Stick that in there. And then you're going to take more fecal salt and you're going to fill it up to where it's barely about to overflow. And then you'll notice how it's rounded on the top. It's just about to overflow. Then we'll take our slide, we stick it on, and then we'll wait 10 minutes for it to be ready. Okay, so we've waited the 10 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and take our sample. We'll take the slide and turn it over. Then you're going to take one of your little slide covers. You're going to do it at an angle, so that way we can get rid of all air bubbles so we don't mistake them as parasites. Then we're going to go ahead and put it on the microscope. And then you're going to make sure that the light is shining through the slip cover so that way we can actually see our sample. In these kind of tests with dog poop, we're looking for different types of parasites such as roundworms, hookworms. Usually it's not usual to see an actual worm. We're looking for their eggs. And so you'll start on the 4X and you'll do the snaking method to make sure you cover the whole slide. And then if you think you see something, you can move to the 10X. That's it.